Assalamu alaikum. This is teacher Fatima Salim from Ridwan Schools. Today's lesson is about inverse proportion. Last week, we finished talking about direct proportion, تناسب الطردي. Today, we're going to begin talking about inverse proportion. This means that when one value is increased or one value goes up, the other value decreases or goes down. For example, if we are picking fruit by hand, the more people that are picking the fruit, the less time it will take. See, more people need less time. And this is what we mean by inverse proportion. التناسب العكسي بالعربي. So two values are related, but they change in opposite direction. If one increases, the second one will decrease, and vice versa. We will begin to see this clearer if we take a look at this worked example from your textbook. In this example, they say that 8 people can pick apples from trees in 6 days. Now, how long will it take 12 people? I need to think about this. So, I have 8 people and they can pick apples in 6 days. Okay, now if I have 12 people to do this job, how many days do I need? Will I need more days or less days? Think about it. Excellent, I'm going to need less days because more people are going to help. So my answer should be less than 6. Now, remember in direct proportion, we used to multiply in a cross shape. كنا نضرب تبادلي بالتناسب الطردي. بالتناسب العكسي, I can't do this. I must multiply horizontally. This is what we mean here. By multiplying horizontally, I mean that 8 multiplied by 6 is equal to 12 multiplied by d. And by d here, I mean the variable, المتغير, sin. Choose the letter you want, no problem. Now multiplying 8 by 6 gives us 48 and 12 by d gives us 12d. Now if I want to get d, all I have to do is divide by 12 and this will give me the value of d, which is 4 days. Now I have to ask myself, does this make sense? Yes, of course it does, because having more people to help means I'm going to need less time. Now let's move on to the second worked example from our book. It's about a cyclist. Now this cyclist averages a speed of 27 km per hour for 4 hours. So she has a journey, and on this journey she cycles for 27 km per hour, and this journey took her 4 hours. Now the question says, at what average speed would she need to cycle to cover the same distance in 3 hours? So what we should do here is put numbers where they belong, like we're used to. We put the speed under the speed and the time under the time. Now, if the speed was 27 km per hour, the time needed is 4 hours. Now, at what speed does she need to cycle to cover the same distance in only 3 hours? So I put the numbers where they belong and I ask myself, is this direct or inverse proportion? Now, by a certain speed, I could finish the distance in 4 hours. Now, what if I need to finish the same distance in less time? Does this mean my speed must be higher or lower? Good job. If I need to cover the same distance in less time, it means I'm going to go faster, which means my answer must be a number greater than 27. Good job. Now, to do this, once you realize this, you need to multiply horizontally. So 27 multiplied by 4 is equal to 3 multiplied by s. And by s here, I mean the speed, السرعة, اللي هي المطلوب. Multiplying 27 by 4 gave us 108, and that's equal to 3s, of course. Now to get s, you need to divide by 3. So s is 36 km per hour. Now this is the speed. Does my answer make sense? Is it greater than 27 kilometers per hour? Yes, indeed. So it makes sense. Good. Now, so you have two things to do here. First of all, you need to read the question carefully. Second of all, you need to put numbers where they belong. Then think about the question. Does it involve direct proportion or inverse proportion? If direct proportion, you multiply in the shape of the cross, okay, or multiplication sign. الضرب التبادلي لا التناسب الطردي. أما التناسب العكسي نعمله ضرب أفقي. Now, these are exercises from your textbook. We will solve most of them and I will leave only one for your homework. Now, in exercise 6.5, question 1, it's about a teacher that shares sweets among 8 students so that they each get 6. Now, how many sweets would they each have got if there had been 12 students? Okay. The more students we have, the less sweets for each student. لما يكون عدد الطلاب اللي بدي أوزع عليه الكاندي أكتر معناته حصة كل طالب رح تقل ولا رح تكتر؟ بتقل. Good job. So this is inverse proportion because more students mean less sweets for each one. So this is inverse proportion. I put numbers in their place. 8 students mean each one of them will get 6. 12 students mean how many sweets will each one of them get? And this is the question. بما إنه قررنا إنه هذا تناسب عكسي إذا بحط الأسهم الأفقية وبشتغل. 8 multiplied by 6 is equal to 12 multiplied by S. And by S I mean the number of sweets for each student. Now, 8 by 6 is 48. 48 is equal to 12S, which means that S is equal to 4 sweets for each student. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. لأنه لازم عدد الكاندي اللي بده يكون حصة كل طالب يصير أقل من 6, which is 4. Good job. The next question is about workers. We have 6 people digging a trench. Trench اللي هو نفق, okay, in 8 hours. Now, they're digging and finishing the job in 8 hours because there are 6 people. هلا part A من السؤال بحكي لك how long would it take for people to finish the job. هذا السؤال بالذات أنا عندي مقسم ل A و B و A مقسم ل I اللي شكلها زي ال I هاي 1 باللاتيني و 2 و 3. إحنا راح نحل I بس. هلا how long would it take for 4 people to finish the job? 6 people need 8 hours. So 4 people, how many hours does that need? هلا هذا طردي ولا عكسي؟ Exactly, because if I have less people who work together, it means I'm going to need more time using common sense. So I multiply horizontally, okay? Now 6 multiplied by 8 is equal to 4 multiplied by h, and this h is our variable. 6 by 8 is 48, so 48 equals 4h, and h is called 12 hours. So, does it make sense? Of course it does, because having less workers means they need more time, 12 hours. Good. Now, in part B, part 1, how many people would it take to dig the trench in 3 hours? You have to pay attention that we're still in the same question. So, the basic ratio is still the same. 6 people dig the trench in 8 hours. So, I'm going to work with the same ratio. 6 people in 8 hours. But the question has changed. How many people? So, we put the question mark under the 6 people. How many people would it take to dig the trench in 3 hours? So, put hours under hours. Now, we think again. If I have less time to do the job, I only have 3 hours to finish the job. Will I need more people or less people? Of course, I'm going to need more people to finish the same job in less time. So this is inverse proportion one more time. To do this, we have to multiply horizontally. So we say 6 times 8, that's 48. And 3 times p is 3p. 48 equals 3p. This means that p is actually 16 people. Does it make sense? Yes, because I need more people to finish the job. Good so far. Now question 4 in the same exercise is about chairs in a hall. عندي قاعة زي ما انت شايفة بالصورة where chairs are put in rows. والrow اللي هو شو؟ صف. Okay? We have 35 rows of 18. وأصدب هاي الجملة إنه أنا عندي عدد الصفوف 35 في كل صف 18 شو؟ 18 chairs. So I have 35 rows and each row has 18 chairs in it. A asks us how many rows would there be with 21 chairs in a row. طيب 35 rows with 18 chairs in each row. Now how many rows would there be or would there be needed if I have only 21 chairs in each row? Now I ask myself, what kind of proportion is this? Now having 35 rows is when we have only 18 chairs in each row. طيب, if I'm going to put more chairs in each row, I'm going to put 21 instead of 18. يعني صار الصف أطول, صار الصف فيه كراسي أكتر. إذن هل حنحتاج عدد صفوف أكتر أم أقل؟ أقل. لأنه عدد الكراسي زاد بكل صف, فرح أحتاج صفوف أقل. So this is inverse proportion and we do multiply horizontally. So 35 multiplied by 18 gives us 21 multiplied by R اللي هي عدد الصفوف, number of rows. When you multiply 35 by 18 you get 630 which is equal to 21R. So by dividing by 21 R is 30 rows. Does it make sense? Yes it does. لأنه اتفقنا لما يكون عندي عدد الكراسي بالصف الواحد يزيد, إذا الصف صار أطول, فما رح أحتاج 35 صف, رح أحتاج بس 30. So it does make sense. هلا part B of the same question says how many chairs would each row have if there were 15 rows? بدل ما كان عندي 35 صف, هلا عندي 15 صف. So the number of rows decreased. What will happen to the number of chairs in each row? لما عدد الصفوف يقل, شو رح يصير لعدد الكراسي بكل صف؟ Excellent. It will increase. رح يزيد. So this is also inverse proportion. هي تناسب عكسي. بالضرب الأفقي 35 multiplied by 18 equals 15C. هلا بقسم على 15 على 15. C equals 42 chairs. إذن عدد الكراسي بالصف الواحد زاد كتير, بدل ما كان بس 18 صار 42. ليه؟ لأنه عدد الصفوف قل كتير. إذا واحدة قلت الثانية زادت. فكري فيها بعدد الشقق في صفك لما كنا نوزع. إذا كان بدي أوزع صفك لشقتين أو لثلاث صفوف, شو رح يصير في طول الشقة؟ شو رح يصير في عدد الكراسي اللي في كل شقة؟ Okay, now if you need a rest, you can pause the video and continue later. Okay, welcome back. Question 6 in the same exercise again. In question 6, we have a worker in a sugar factory. He's packing 24 cardboard boxes with 15 bags of sugar in each. شايف الكراتين اللي قدامك بالصورة؟ We are filling them with bags of sugar. هلا أنا عندي 24 cardboard boxes, 24 كرتونة. كل كرتونة قد ايه بتوسع؟ 15 bags of sugar. طب السؤال تغير, بيقول لك if he had boxes which held 18 bags of sugar each. لو صرنا نعبي 18 بالكرتونة بدل ما كنا نعبي 15. Will I need more or less boxes? Excellent. I'm going to need less boxes. So the more bags I put in each box, the less boxes I need. لأنه ساعتها رح أخلص الباجز وأعبيهم أسرع بدون ما أحتاج كراتين كتير. 24 boxes 15 bags in each box. How many boxes are needed if I put 18 bags in each box? اتفقنا إنه تناسب عكسي فبضرب أفقي. هلا 24 multiplied by 15 equals B, which is the number of boxes, multiplied by 18. هلا بضرب والجواب بيطلع 360 equals 18B. Now divide by 18 by 18. B is 20 boxes. Are we done? We're not. Excellent. The question says how many fewer boxes. إذن هو ما حكى لك how many boxes وبس، بحكي لك how many fewer boxes will be needed. هلا in the original situation I needed 24 boxes, right? طيب إذا عبيت أكتر I now need 20 boxes. إذن كيف بجاوب هذا السؤال؟ بكل بساطة لما يحكي لي how many fewer boxes I calculate the difference. I used to need 24 boxes. Now I need only 20. So now I need 4 fewer boxes. بطرح كنت أحتاج 24 هلا بحتاج 20 فالفرق معي 4 fewer boxes are needed. إذا رح يصفف عندي 4 كراتين ما رح أحتاجها. هذا متى؟ If I put 18 bags of sugar in each box. Okay? Now the last question. وهذا بالذات I need you to pause please. اقرأ السؤال، اسمعيني وأنا بقرأ السؤال. Then pause the video and try to do it on your own. Then resume the video and see if your answer is correct. Okay, we have a swimming pool that we fill in 30 hours by using 2 identical pumps. اللي هم مضخات. أنا عم بعبي البركة بمضختين 30 ساعة بس. هلا how much quicker would it be filled if 5 similar pumps were used instead? إذن بدل ما استعمل مضختين أنا هلا بدي استعمل 5. Will this be faster? Of course, using 5 pumps will need much less time. هلا أنا بدي أشوف how much quicker. Pause the video and see where that goes. Okay, I'm sure you did it right. 30 hours are needed if I have 2 pumps. How many hours are needed if I have 5 pumps? Now, I need less time because I have more pumps. We agreed on that. So this is inverse proportion and we need to do direct multiplication. عفوا, horizontal multiplication. ضرب أفقي. 30 multiplied by 2 is 60. 60 is equal to 5h. So h اللي هو عدد الساعات, the number of hours, is equal to 12 hours. إذا كان عندي 5 مضخات الوقت اللازم هو 12 ساعة بدل 30 ساعة. So how much quicker is this? هلأ الوضع الأصلي 30 ساعة، الوضع الجديد 12 ساعة بس. So how much quicker is that? How much faster is that? We subtract 30 hours minus 12 hours, which is 18 hours faster. إذا باستخدام 5 مضخات أنا وفرت 18 ساعة شغل. Does my answer make sense? I hope everything was good. I'm waiting for your answers on WhatsApp. Please follow the group to see the homework that you have to do and send me. And if you need anything, I will be right here. Thank you.